Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls,
welcome to Saint Ansgar, Iowa. We got some playoff action lined up for you tonight. Saint Ansgar girls basketball hosting the Northwood-Kensett Vikings in first round action. Take it away, Joe. What have you got for us? What do we expect to see here tonight?
Yeah, should be a good one. Second meeting in just 9 days. These two teams get together. Northwood comes in 7-14 overall, 1-3 in their last 4. Of course, that one versus the Saints just 9 days ago. 5 senior starters, 9 total seniors, 43 points a game, 14 steals for the Vikings. If you look individuals, Chloe Costello, number 2, senior Chloe Costello, averaging 5.5 rebounds a game and nearly 20 points per game. She is their scorer, she is their spark, and she will be someone to watch here in this one. Morgan Wallen, number 32, senior, 7.5 rebounds a game, 7.5 points per game for Morgan. Ella Leonard, who played really well last time, 5'11", 5.5 points per game for her, and Emma Hegesteg, number 10, at 4.5 points per game. Like I said, if we look at that matchup from last Tuesday, Costello had 16, Wallen had 13, Leonard had 8, Hansen, the other starter, number 12, she had 9, and Hegesteg had 8. So they just kind of spread it around. Yeah. They won that game on the strength of their third quarter. That was tied at half at 25. I kind of forgot that until I went back and looked this morning. And, that game was tied at 25. They came out in the third and scored 24 points in the third quarter. We talk about the Saints' goal is 12, right? To allow 12, allow double that in the third quarter. Saints came charging back in the last couple of minutes, had it down to a one possession lead, but never could get any closer. And that final in that one was 56-49. If we look at the Saints coming in 12-9 overall, 2-2 in their last 4, so stumbled a bit down the stretch. We've talked about it. They played better basketball before the break. They got healthy versus Clarksville earlier this week, played a really good basketball game, kind of got back to their old ways on Monday versus Clarksville. The first matchup, so this is the third meeting of these two teams, right? We talked about what happened 9 days ago. The first matchup, which was the first game of 2024, right back after the break on the 2nd of January. The Saints won that one 51-41, dominated the whole game, kind of got out to a 7 or 8 point lead and just really maintained that. We're never in danger of losing that one at Northwood, but you could see flashes of this is a good team, and if we don't play our game, things will go badly. And of course, that's what we saw last time. They play really good defense. They're averaging 13 steals a game, 49 points per game from them. So what we see here for the Saints, and I'm going to point this one out if you're just joining us on Saints TV, 52% from the free throw line for the Saints. And I point that out because 3 weeks ago it was 48%. And to move that number 4% at the end of the year, they're shooting free throws a lot better, 35% from the floor. The Saints are led by Amelia Porsche, junior Amelia Porsche, 5'10", scoring 10 points a game, 4.7 rebounds per game. Right behind her at 9.2 points per game, senior Aspen Falk. Lindsay Cruzy, just a sophomore, 6'2" sophomore Lindsay Cruzy, wears number 53, averaging 7 rebounds and 8 points a game for Miss Cruzy. Kaylee Hicken, 5.2 points a game, and senior point guard Kinsey Anderson, 3 steals, 9 points per game for the Saints. So, as you break this thing down, Travis, and look on paper, these two teams match up pretty well. They're pretty evenly matched. Having 9 seniors is a big deal. Saints have 5, and we feel pretty good about that. Yeah. And, those seniors have played really well. And when it comes to postseason, I have a theory. Some of the success in postseason, especially in these early round games, is who's ready for a couple of weeks off and track season, and who doesn't want to go home, who doesn't want to be done, right? And I think a lot of that hits seniors harder than it hits other kids. Right? Because other kids have, I got another year and I'll be back. Seniors don't have that. This is it. And so both of these teams are senior heavy, senior dominated. I think we'll see a dogfight tonight as a result. Nobody wants to go home. Nobody's ready for a couple of weeks off. Nobody wants to go to track season just yet. Let's go play basketball for a couple more weeks. And it's fun time of year. Those records we went through in points per game and all that at the end of the day, none of it matters at this point. 0-0 on the season. Everybody starts back at 0-0 on the road to a championship, trying to go 8-0 over the next 3 weeks. So we get to go play in Des Moines.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
I got to go down to when I was working for the paper here, the EJ. Was when we went to state, and that's just an unbelievable experience. I mean, just being down. I mean, I got to sit on the sideline. I didn't play or coach or do, I didn't have a kid playing in the game, but just being in that arena, in that environment, it really transcends. Like, it's awesome when you get in your home gym and you got a full crowd and the thing's rocking, but like just the space that when you're in that arena is just like, it's different. Yep. And it's a cool experience for all the kids that get to reach there. And the Saints, they've proved in the past that they can get down there, and every year is trying to get back. So. Yep, exactly. And I think that's one of those things that some of these kids were young when that happened, right? And have soaked all this up, but they're old enough to remember. They're old enough to be a part of it. Yeah. But now it's their time and their mission to try to get back there. I'm going to read a couple of these PSAs quick. So thanks to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union for allowing us to stream this game tonight. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union reminds you that to practice good sportsmanship at all times, support your athlete and teams positively, and enjoy the game. So thanks for your support of your local team and student athletes, those of you joining us out there in YouTube land tonight. Statistics show that participation in athletics leads to better performance in the classroom and enhanced leadership skills. Thank you for making a difference in the lives of young women in Iowa. I heard the other day, Joe, that I think we're the only state in the country that has the boys and girls athletic union split. I heard that too. Yep, yeah. I think that was on a podcast maybe that both of us listened to this week. Yes, I think that's where I heard that. And that is fascinating, and it's I've heard before that it's been that way for 100 years, and that's part of why it stays that way. And it is different. It's unique to us. Embrace it. And I think there's a lot of positives that come out of that. I'm sure there's complications for everybody as well, but there's definitely a lot of positives and something we do unique. I think summer sports, summer baseball, softball, I think we're one of only 5 states in the whole country that do that also. And I see a lot of positives that result from that here in Iowa. So we like to do it our way here. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? Well, Joe, you're a coach for the baseball team. With the weather the way it's been, have you been out practicing on the diamond? It feels like it's been good enough weather in February. I was in Des Moines earlier today for a meeting, and I stepped out of that meeting about 2 o'clock, and I thought, boy, I bet there's some schools down here that have a little off-season workout going on, going down there. So you see a note from... Yeah, you saw that. All right. So 15 seconds to go before we get those announcements in. Obviously, with the district or the regional game here, there are some different rules that the announcers and everybody plays by, sort of a set of timing and that kind of stuff. So we will turn it over to Glenn.
Welcome to Saint Ansgar for tonight's Class 1A Region 6 first-round basketball contest between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Northwood-Kensett Vikings, and the home team on the scoreboard, the Saint Ansgar Saints. The winner of tonight's contest will advance to the region quarterfinals next Tuesday, February 13th in Mason City against the winner of the Newman Catholic North Butler game. Game time will be 7 o'clock. We want to remind our fans that sportsmanship is a priority for the student, staff, and
No. I think we leave it.
We want it to be a priority for adult fans as well. Please keep your criticisms quiet and your support and praise loud. We expect fans from both schools to be respectful of the coaches, players, and officials. Now please join me in welcoming the officials for tonight's game. Lane Johansson, Mike Jacobson, and Brian Koo.
Open up this mic.
Now here are tonight's starting lineups. The Vikings are coached by head coach Daryl Love, assistant coaches Katie Strong, Jake Hansen. The Saints are coached by Scott Cakrace, assisted by Jeff Anderson. For the Vikings, a senior, number 10, Emma Hangestad. And for the Saints, a junior, number 3, Amelia Porsche. For the Vikings, a senior, number 12, Madeline Hansen. And for the Saints, a senior, number 13, Kinsey Anderson. For the Vikings, a senior, number 22, Chloe Costello. And for the Saints, a senior, number 25, Kaylee Higgins. For the Vikings, a senior, number 24, Ella Leonard. And for the Saints, a senior, number 31, Aspen Fall. For the Vikings, a senior, number 32, Morgan Wallen. And for the Saints, a sophomore, number 53, Lindsay Cruzy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to please remain standing. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by the Saint Ansgar Band.
Good job, Saint Ansgar Pep Band. That was a good way to start off this night.
Well, if you're missing somebody,
Somebody. We can't stop her
can
singing.
anybody find me? There's no candle genius among us tonight.
There is no candle genius. He is off on official candle business, I believe. He
Official?
does have a day job. I wasn't sure he did anymore, but it appears like they do. They needed him. Here we go. 8 minutes on the clock. About to get set here in postseason 2024. Saint Ansgar girls versus Northwood-Kensett. Saints win the tip. This is Hicken. To Anderson. Porsche's pass is stolen. Head to Costello, off her fingertips, out of bounds. Favor returned.
Thank you
Turnover
very
each
much.
team, yes. Little press set up by the Vikings. Easy for me to call the little press way up here. Saints get the ball moving early here.
Another turnover.
That's Wallen. Madeline Hansen bringing the ball up for the Vikings. Watch 22. She's their scorer underneath here with moves like that.
Got the moves like Jagger. Except for that was not like Jagger.
That one didn't go. Last time, every one of those she turned into a magic bucket. Talked about it in the pregame if you missed us. These two teams matched up just 9 days ago.
Oh, nice find.
Cruzy
underneath.
She gets the Saints on the board. Lindsay Cruzy, averaging 8 points tonight, has 2 early. And the Saints will set up a press. Both these teams pride themselves on their defense. Costello for 3. That's off the back of the iron. Rebound. Kicks over half court. Tried to get saved there by Porsche. She gets it back, but to Costello. So the Vikings will have a second attempt. Wallen underneath, kicks it back to Leonard. Her shot doesn't go. Out of bounds to the Saints. We go. Jar checks in early. Porsche checks out. So senior Josie Jar checks in to
Go into the bench early. are the Saints. And they're just there. That
Our favorite rule.
yeah, you heard Coach K-Christ going, wait. And still I was a little flirting with over and back there.
Foul, body, Hangesteg. First foul on Northwood, first foul of the game, first foul on Hangesteg. Saints will inbound here with Hicken. She gets it to Falk. Jar has it knocked away with that pass. Good defense there by Wallen. And Northwood comes the other way to run their offense. Tipped out of bounds, Aspen Falk. Saints have a goal every night of 12 of those as well. Contested passes. They get number 1 tonight. Costello finds Leonard inside. Little hook. Doesn't go. Aspen Falk with the rebound. Surveys the situation for the Saints. Hicken looking inside, finds Cruzy. He gets it back outside to Anderson, whose floater goes. Kinsey Anderson with her first bucket of the night, and the Saints lead this one 4-0. Foul called. That's Hangesteg who drives. I believe they're going to get. Well, let's just wait. Yep, they do. They get Cruzy. Pretty good defense out of Cruzy, I thought. But that's my job to think that. Hangesteg makes the first. Jar back out and Porsche back in. Hangesteg at the line. One more on the way. Up and good. Anderson will inbound. She gets it to Falk. Turnover. Wallen drives in, shots up. No good, but rebounded by Costello and her shot. That's the one I was talking about earlier, and we've got a tie game. Costello with her first bucket. Anderson gets it to Porsche. You hear a get in it from the bench. Hicken for 3. Ooh. That's strong. Out of bounds off a Viking. It'll be Saints ball. Hicken inbound. She gets it to Falk at 4.9 seconds left on the little manual countdown. Turnaround jumper. Got it. Nice. Porsche's first bucket of the night, and 3 Saints each have a bucket. Saints lead it by 2. Wallen gets it to Costello. With 1 second across. Wallen. They get it across. The 3 is long. Rebound goes to Falk. She kicks it to Anderson, who gets it ahead to Hicken. Oh. Too strong. Rebound. Wallen, Hicken, foul. First foul for the Saints. Kaylee Hicken commits the foul on the rebound. I like the good aggressive play.
Yeah, you'd like to see him put points on the board in that situation, but so far, good start for the Saints, I'd say. Well, as I'm trying to give him a compliment, we get another foul.
Well, quickly, 3 fouls on the Saints. Just under 4 minutes to go. They gave that one to Falk. Inbounds play goes out of bounds, but Aspen must have got a piece of it, so it'll stay with the Vikings. Moore with it for the Vikings. Gets it to Costello.
Cross-court pass.
Yeah, that was dangerous. Costello. Fancy footwork at the top. Step back 3. Long off the iron, but it goes right to Wallen on the rebound.
Blocked by Cruzy, looks like.
Good defense. The cruise ship. Porsche thought about the three. Instead, she goes around the defender. Thinks of it. Gets it back out. Anderson for three. That's long off the back of the iron. Rebound, Costello.
It's amazing to me the way coaches have vision of what plays are going to be. I know they do the research and watch their film, but could hear the Northwood coach over there. The shooter's coming around here, and just talking through that play as it's happening. We see Squire and Kate Rice do that with our teams as well, and it's just these coaches really put in the time and to coach these kids, and you can see it on the bench.
Amelia Porsche
makes the two.
Hits the jumper. Her second, 4 points on the night for Amelia. Saints lead is 4. Costello with it at the top of the key. 3. No good. Rebound. Cruzy ends up with it. And Porsche will bring it to this end for the Saints. Falk drive. Up. Good. Aspen Falk, the pretty move. She's got her first bucket. And 4 Saints have points, and Northwood calls timeout. They sense a little run here as the Saints stretch that lead to 6, their biggest of the night. 30-second timeout, Northwood-Kensett.
Go back and check out some of them replays. 10-4, good start for the Saints.
They weren't happy with how they played the last couple of weeks. And we saw a different team on Monday night versus Clarksville.
Yes.
And we're seeing that same version of the Saints to start this one. Now we need 4 quarters of it. Right?
Yes,
if you're a Saints fan, you know what I'm talking about. Keep it going.
I think you can take however many keys of the game there are, throw them out the window and put in one. Play 4 quarters tonight. And
Agreed.
you can only play one at a time, and so far, so good for the first.
So far, so good. Yep, you can't play 4 good quarters if you don't play the first one well, and they've started it off. Playing their brand of basketball, the kind of team we knew they could be. 20, which is Hanson Bransoy. She's fouled on the baseline drive. The 4th foul for the Saints, and the first for Kinsey Peterson, who checks in for the Saints. Bork also in for the Saints. She's suffocated there on the baseline. Fell down with it. The crowd wanted a travel. Ruling was that thing was bobbled. Kake Rice asked for an explanation on the side. He gets it, shakes his head. Okay. Costello's shot is rebounded by Porsche. Falk brings it up for the Saints. Saints can add to their 6-point lead here. That's what we call Mitchell County math for our new listeners tonight, new viewers. Tipped out of bounds off of Northwood-Kensett. Amelia Porsche will inbound as Kinsey Anderson checks back in for the Saints. Maybe she got a bloody nose on that last transaction. Friendly fire, I believe. I think you have to call them transactions when it's friendly fire. Interior pass is tipped away. Wallen comes away with it. At the other end, turnover Vikings. Saints basketball. Falk brings it up for the Saints. 50 seconds to go. Bork inside.
Oh,
nice feed.
That was a great find. Unfortunately, just didn't quite convert that into 2 points, but love the idea.
For sure. Get those open looks under the basket. This team needs those. Takes so much pressure off the outside shooting when you can get some of those transition buckets. They've been hard to come by this month. Aspen forces the turnover. Yep, Kinsey Peterson.
Oh, that's a charge, right?
Block.
Oh.
Block is the call.
I thought we were going to charge.
Tootsies were moving. Footsies were moving. I guess. We call them Tootsies at our house. You call them Footsies at your house?
Footsies?
Footsies. Tootsies. Feet. Legs. The things at the bottom of your legs.
Yeah.
What do you refer to those as, Duke?
Feet.
The world wants to know. Feet? No. You haven't had toddlers yet. That's why.
Yeah.
Then you come up with all kinds of ridiculous words, and you continue to use them even when they're seniors.
Well, I tell you what. I like referring to the gas pedal and the brake as the foot feet. Or
You're
really,
an old soul, though. That's a foot feet's an old soul thing.
Or even like any appliance or apparatus that requires you to tap it with your foot.
Hanson
That's the
Bransoy
foot
misses that, and Falk gets the rebound. I understand.
Oh, pass too high, going the other way.
8 seconds left on the clock. Shot clock off. Both teams scoreless here in the last 2 minutes of basketball.
Three to go. 2, 1. Foul. Shooting foul right as the clock was about to expire.
It's Hanson
Unfortunate for the Saints.
Bransoy, senior, number 20. She'll be at the line, shooting 2. They give the foul to Kenzie Peterson, her second, and as Duke mentioned, the 5th of the quarter. So with officially 0.4 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
Bransoy shoots 2, misses the first.
Now, the thing here, Joe, is that Northwood will be shooting our free throws the rest of the way this quarter.
The rest of the way this quarter, you are correct. If you haven't watched any regular season basketball, the foul rules, you've probably noticed already, are a little different. Reset at the quarter, basically use the women's college timing and foul procedures. Hanson Bransoy misses both, and that'll do it. At the end of the first quarter, the Saints lead it 10-4.
10-4.
10-4. Amelia Porsche has 4 points. Kenzie Peterson has 2. Aspen Falk has 2. And Miss Lindsay Cruzy, has 2. Good start for the Saints. They cooled off a little bit offensively in those last couple of minutes, but they played great defense, and the Northwood-Kensett Vikings weren't able to do anything in those last 2 minutes either.
Yep. If you're not going to do anything, at least make sure
play
your
good
opponent
defense.
doesn't as well. So
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union is proud to champion the Iowa Girl. Thank you for joining us to support young women in athletics and ensuring that they continue to walk down every main street in every town with their head held just as high as every boy. The Iowa Girl. All right. To the second quarter we go. As we mentioned, fouls reset. Shots occur on the 5th and foul and beyond. Possession arrow belongs to Northwood. So they will inbound here to get quarter number 2 underway. Costello gets it into Hanson. Shot up, no good. Rebound Porsche. Amelia brings it back out. Going to get it to Anderson to set it up for the Saints. Falk in the corner, gets it. Good pass there to Porsche. Porsche goes up with it.
Yep.
Bucket.
Nice.
Amelia Porsche off to a hot start. 6 points for Ms. Porsche.
You know, I think the key's been for her.
Tell me.
She's driving, getting into those dirty areas.
Yep.
We've seen her kind of settle for the 3 throughout the year, and she makes them.
She does. She has a pretty
makes
shot, and that's a compliment to her game.
Yes,
but
for
yeah.
sure. But I think as a player, she's better than just settling for a 3 every time, I think.
Agreed.
And so it's nice to see her get aggressive, nice to see her get into those dirty areas and get those ugly points that, you know, aren't as cool as swishing home a 3, but it really helps the team. So good to see
Porsche
her
with
getting
it
involved in
now.
the offense.
Gets it back out to Anderson. Credit Northwood-Kensett here. They're playing great defense as well.
There she is again.
Making it tough to get that
And then to
entry
Cruzy.
pass, but Cruzy finds a way. Saints ball on the rebound as it goes out of bounds off a Viking. 12-4. This one's been all Saints early.
Saints doing a nice job getting the ball into the high post area the last couple possessions. See if they try to do something like that again here.
They had Cruzy for just a brief second
Yeah.
there. 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Gotta shoot it.
Anderson does that. It does not go. And Hansen comes away with the rebound. So the Vikings will set up their offense at the other end. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Anderson. Falk thought about the jumper. Instead gets it to Anderson for 3. No good.
Ooh.
Good job by Lindsay Cruzy to try to fight for that rebound. And that's Madeline Hansen on defense, who did not allow her to go get that thing. And Lindsay Cruzy's got arms to go get that thing. She has very long arms. Oh, good job by Hansen to deny that opportunity.
Good heads-up play.
Yep, she isn't standing there in the way. Cruzy gets that thing back in. And then who knows what happens. Costello brings it up for the Vikings. Drives into the lane. Shot up. Blocked by Cruzy. I think Cruzy got a piece of it. Rebound goes to Leonard, but she's tied up by Falk. Jump ball goes the Saints' way. Good.
We've seen Falk make a number of heads-up plays like that so far. She's forcing some steals, forcing that tie up there. Always so good at filling out the stat sheet, or not filling out the stat sheet, but still making an impact when she's not, even though we've seen her score, 18, 20 points some nights. So she does it all.
Hicken misses the 3, but the Saints get the rebound.
Nice play.
Anderson splits the defense. Kinsey Anderson. She's got 4 points tonight.
3 on the way. It's good.
That's Costello. And that's what she does well.
Yeah, she can.
She can do both, like you talked about, drive in the lane and then do that instead. She has 5 of the 7 for Northwood-Kensett. Jar.
Ooh.
Gets it to Hicken.
She just dribbles out of that double team.
Pretty good move there to hang on to that thing and find a way through the traffic. Saints lead to 7. Cruzy inside.
Nice
Good
pass.
feed.
Nice pass.
Lindsay Anderson. She's got 6 points. 16-7, Saints lead it. Good defense. Cruzy says, you got to go through me, and Heggestig tries it but loses the handle. Feed up to Falk. Falk up. No good. Rebound. Cruzy. I think. Now it's now it's Jar.
The free throw no good by Hicken.
Fast pace here. This game has gone very quickly. There's just 4 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, the second quarter is flying by.
Costello's runner doesn't go. Falk gets the rebound, but she's tied up by Costello. Jump ball goes to Northwood-Kensett.
I think Costello found herself more open than she expected to be, and that altered her shot.
Porsche checks back in. Aspen's going to get a breather here. Blocked.
Stolen away by Cruzy. Hicken brings it up. Nice find inside. Porsche for 2.
Her shot's pure tonight. Porsche has 8 of the 18. Anderson has 6.
And a steal.
Anderson, she says, I got 8. No, announcer jinx, effective. My apologies, Ms. Anderson.
Hey, you're pulling a Sammy there.
I was. That's my bad. I should know better at my advanced age. Foul on Jar. Just her first. Good aggressive foul there on the rebound. Saints lead is 11. Northwood hanging around here with good defensive play. Not much has fallen at the other end for them. That runner doesn't go, and the Saints get the rebound. Pass carries Jar out of bounds. A little too close to that edge.
I'm on the edge.
That was a stat I had last time. I believe the Saints had 28 turnovers 9 days ago. So, yeah, that contributes to that, right? You think, boy, that game didn't go our way. What happened? Well, you allowed 24 points in the third quarter. You had 28 turnovers. That's not a recipe to win a lot of basketball games. But they have recovered nicely tonight. We talked about playing 4 quarters. We're just past a quarter and a half in, and the Saints have done their job tonight. Playing well on both ends.
Heads-up play by Anderson there. Knocking that out of bounds, disrupting the offense.
Exactly. Just enough of disruption, right? Now we got to set up again and burn a little more clock. 24's turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Saints. That was Leonard for Northwood-Kensett.
The best thing you can be as a defender is annoying.
One of the few times in life that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Porsche's jumper from the free throw line doesn't go. Rebound kicks off of Cruzy and out of bounds. She thought somebody might have poked it out of there. A friendly discussion with the men in stripes.
And the men in stripes said, yeah, it was you.
Right. Just one foul in this quarter on either team. Well-played basketball game. Baseline. Jump ball. Jump ball number 3 of the quarter.
You know, I think the difference between tonight so far and the last time we played Northwood is that we've been able to frustrate their shot attempts when they do get the ball inside. 'Cause they were,
Yeah.
little traffic jam there, bringing the ball up. So good job by the Saints to make that defensive adjustment for tonight. And so far, so good. Like we talked about, got to play 4 quarters. And there it goes again. I'm trying to give the team a compliment and then turn the ball over.
Entry pass just a little strong. Cruzy can't corral it. Leonard inside. Kicks it out to Wallen. Shot up short. Rebound. Kicks to Cruzy. Minute 30 to go in the first half. Saints look to add to their 11-point lead.
There's that high post entry pass. Kicks out to Anderson. She's open. Long 2. Doesn't go.
Wide open, good-looking shot.
I like the idea.
Yep. 20. Her long shot doesn't go. And Aspen Falk gets the rebound. Aspen's got a half 100 rebounds in the first half.
Yeah.
That might be a bit strong, but it's in that neighborhood. Porsche.
There's that entry pass again. A little bit out of reach for Cruzy, but she finds Hicken, who draws a foul.
Great job by
was
Hicken.
Some good offense there, all around.
Yeah, yep. To corral that thing and then by Cruzy and then get it back in.
And then to get in the position
yeah.
to be there for that pass and for Cruzy to find her. All around. Good show.
Give that foul to Wallen, her first. Neither team in any foul trouble to speak of. First free throw's up. No good. Just 8 points for the Saints in this quarter with 50 seconds to go, but they've held Northwood to just 3. If you're going to have 8, hold them to 3. Call it 9. Kaylee Hicken with her first point of the night. 5 points. 5 Saints with points tonight. Leonard inside to Moore. Back to Leonard for 3. Long off the back of the iron. Rebound. Cruzy. 30 seconds to go. The game clock and the shot clock are almost exactly the same. A couple of tenths difference. I have a feeling we'll see some passing until we get to about 10 seconds here. Like I said, Aspen Falk will take that shot, then get her own rebound.
Reset the shot clock.
And reset the shot clock to make sure this is the final
possession.
possession.
Did you read the script, Joe?
I'm sorry, I was ahead again. 8 seconds. 5 seconds.
Jumper
Falk.
on the way. Doesn't hit anything, but that'll expire the clock here in the first half. Saints take a 19-7 lead into the halftime break. Man, that first half kind of flew by, Joe, didn't it?
Yeah, it is 7:26, and I'm not sure we started at 7. That was a very quick first quarter for both teams. Amelia Porsche leads the scoring for the Saints with 8 points. Kinsey Anderson has 6. Aspen Falk with 2, Lindsay Cruzy with 2, and Kaylee Hicken with 1 made free throw. For the Northwood-Kensett Vikings, it's Chloe Costello with 5 and Emma Hagesteg with 2 free throws. So defensively, the Saints have been in shutdown mode, allowing 4 points in the first quarter and 3 in the second quarter. The iron has also been a bit unkind to the Northwood-Kensett Vikings.
Oh, yes.
They have not gotten the roll that they got here just 9 days ago when they beat these Saints by 7 points.
Yeah, it seemed like everything that night was going in. Not everything, but definitely more so than it has been tonight for the Vikings. And, that's going to be a thing for them to focus on. I mean, they're getting the ball inside, are the Vikings, but they're just not finding the bottom of the net like we talked about. So,
Yep.
That's something that the Saints will have to be ready for because they're going to come out swinging, I would think, here in the second half. 19 points, that's 9 in a Mitchell County math, 9.5 points per.
That's accurate math.
Per quarter, so not really the clip you want to be scoring at.
Right.
I think the Saints want to get 12 plus a quarter.
Yep, I think that's their goal.
But the defense has been excellent.
It has. And, in both quarters, kind of the last 2.5 minutes were real quiet offensively for the Saints. Too many turnovers. Again, they'll have to clean that up. And we talked about what happened last time in the third quarter where the Northwood-Kensett Vikings came out on fire and burned the net down at that end of the court, scoring 24 points in the third quarter last Tuesday. My secret source has provided some additional stat information, if you're interested.
You could watch some replays while we go through those.
Let's
stats.
do that. So we'll scroll through some replays here on the screen. I'll get you filled in. Lindsay Cruzy has 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block to add to her 2 points. That's a pretty good half for sophomore Lindsay Cruzy. Aspen Falk, 7 rebounds and an assist. You add that to her 2 points. Kaylee Hicken with 2 rebounds and an assist. Kinsey Anderson with a rebound and a steal, and Amelia Porsche with 4 rebounds and assists. And you add her 8 points into that. That's a pretty darn good quarter, or pretty good half for Amelia as well.
Yeah, and like we talked about, she's getting into those dirty areas tonight, not selling for 3-pointers, even though, like we said, we know she can make them. But it's nice to see her getting involved in more of the offense. Like we know she can do it.
Yep.
And yeah, such a great. When you got 5 players scoring, it's great to see the teamwork, and it just makes things easier. And that's why we've got a 12-point lead. So.
Yep, exactly. We're throwing some pictures up on the screen here momentarily.
I'm in preview. I'm getting it.
So what we've thanks to a couple of senior moms, or a senior mom, I believe, who helped us out with a little bit of. We did this with the boys at Rockford. The girls didn't have a Rockford game, so we got a hold of some pictures tonight. Maybe a tribute, a thank you to these 5 senior Saints: Kinsey Anderson, Kaylee Hicken, Natalie Bork, Aspen Falk, and Josie Jar. Kind of fun to see through the years as those girls grow and change. And what an impact they've made on our school and on our community and all sports. And hopefully we've got weeks of basketball to go yet, but we wanted to take this opportunity to just to say thank you from Saints TV and from everybody in the community. Thank you, girls. Thanks for all you've done. It makes us proud to watch you play, and a great start tonight. Let's keep that rolling.
Absolutely. Well, we're without our genius, our candle genius tonight. He is out doing some real world work, real job stuff.
Yeah.
So we were without him tonight, so that's why you're not hearing him. And he's got his computer with him because he's doing work on his computer, obviously. It is 2024. So we actually kind of had to do the old switch horses midstream thing, and the Mac Lab class, the stream team here at the school was kind enough to loan us a computer that we could use, but it doesn't have all the fun gizmos and gadgets on it yet that Eric has on his computer. So
Yep.
We're short some ads, we're short some, we don't have the Give Butter graphic and all the memes that Eric does with that. But you can give butter at the QR code down in the bottom left corner of your screen. it just helps keep the stream free, and it all goes back to the school. And we appreciate everybody that's donated through this journey and been a part of Saints TV with us. We appreciate you guys so much. So we're going to run through a couple of the ads we do have while Joe and I take a break here, and we'll see you back here on the other side of that. Good luck, folks.
Soon, he'll be off to college, so he's going to need a way to access his money while he's away from home. Luckily for Thomas, he's opening a new account with FSB, and he just needs his ID to get started. Then, all he has to do is stop by one of our locations, download the mobile app, sign a paper, and we'll do the rest. It's literally that easy. Once you're down at school, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere with our easy-to-use banking app. You can check your balance, transfer funds, pay bills, deposit checks, and more. At FSB, we're not just a bank for farmers, we're a bank for everyone.
Are you a farmer or an agricultural producer looking for comprehensive risk management? Look no further than Beeland Ag Risk Services. Our experienced team of professionals understands the challenges facing the farming industry and can help you navigate the complex world of crop insurance. With our personalized approach, we can help you find coverage that meets your unique needs and budget. At Beeland Ag Risk Services, we know that unpredictable weather and other factors can impact your crops and...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
Second half action.
Yep. Season on the line, right? Both teams, somebody goes home. That's the bittersweet part about this whole deal. You kind of, and especially in basketball, well, we'll try again in a couple of days. So many games, kind of fast and furious how this season goes, where it's...
I can't believe it's February. We'll
right?
put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. You get that kind of crazy, get in a rhythm, and then boom, we got 10 days off for a break, and then you come back, and the month of January evaporates in a hurry, and that happens for the kids too. So it comes down to this, I guess. 16 minutes to go. Saints have a 12-point lead, have played really well through those first two quarters, come out in this third quarter and put this thing to bed early. How's that sound?
Keep playing the same defense that you played, which allowed you to hold your opponent to 7 points through two quarters. If you can do that, then you're in good shape.
You know, we were talking off mic there during the commercial break that Chloe Costello, number 22, she averages 20 a game. She has 1,000 career points. She is a scorer. She hit that in their last regular season game. So I do not expect she will go quietly here in this second half. She had 5 in the first half, and she'll lead the charge back into this one for the Northwood-Kensett Vikings. Been a good basketball game. 8 minutes on the clock to start the third quarter. 1 half left to decide this one. As we wait for this one to start, the winner advances to play at Newman Catholic. Well, likely Newman Catholic anyway. Newman is the higher seed. They play North Butler this evening. They have dispatched them twice. So we anticipate the winner plays at Newman Catholic next Tuesday night.
But stranger things
things. This is postseason. Anything can happen.
And this game you're watching right now ain't over either. So.
Correct. That's why I said whoever wins. I'm not ready to chalk it up in either direction. Costello drives in, kicks it back out to Wallen, who finds Hangestick. She tries to get it back inside to Costello. Off of a shoe, out of bounds, off of Saint. That was a good call. That's a tough call to make. The men in stripes, they got that one right, as per usual.
I'm glad I don't have to make that call.
It's pretty easy up here.
It's a lot easier with the replay when you can, 20/20 hindsight to give your critiques. Not that we critique, but...
Costello's deep 3 just rims out. Shot that from way downtown, as they say. Porsche, who I don't believe has shot a 3-pointer tonight. They have not allowed her an open look.
Good, nice find. Good offense.
That's Cruzy, who finds Falk, and she puts it in for her 4th point of the night. No good. Rebound goes to Leonard, and she gets fouled. First foul on the Saints. It goes as the second on Aspen Falk. Saints had their biggest lead of the night here at 14.
2-touchdown lead.
2-touchdown lead. Leonard misses the first.
Extra point, no good.
It went for 2.
PAF point after foul.
I like it. Second one rattles home. Leonard's first point of the night. Anderson's fouled as she tries to bring it across midcourt. 21-8 is the Saints' lead here. Kicking inbounds to Anderson. Anderson looked for an opening, didn't find it, so brings it back out. Hicken thought about the 3. Instead, gets it to that right wing to Falk, who finds Porsche again in that high post. That is definitely our emphasis, isn't it, offensively?
Anderson was wide open on that backdoor cut. She's found it down there a couple
10
times
seconds
now.
on the shot clock. Hicken for 3. No good. Long off the back of the iron. Kicked around, out of bounds, off of Northwood-Kensett. Saints will retain possession here with 32 on the shot clock as they reset that on the shot.
We saw, I'm not going to go back and show it now, but I suppose you folks at home could. That last play there when Anderson crashed down to the low block and was wide open. We missed her, though, but I remember back to the Central Springs game, that makeup game, pregame on Thursday. Coach Anderson, I was in here setting up, and this is starting to turn into a long-winded story, sorry.
No, you're fine. Shot clock violation. There wasn't much to see there anyway.
Anyway, Coach Anderson was walking through some plays, as I was setting up for the stream that night. And he's like, he would walk through that exact play, and he's like, watch for this backdoor option, especially when we played Northwood here coming up in the next week. And so they just ran that play, and I'm just remembering him walking through that like 2 weeks ago. And then there it was open. We didn't score on that, but we have scored on that play tonight thus far. So it's amazing how coaches just see those things and know it's going to happen, and then it happens.
Aspen Falk steals it away from Hansen. And the Saints will look to add to their 13-point lead here. 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Saints look content to play patient offense.
Nice drive by Anderson.
Got it.
And good.
Kinsey Anderson has 8 points on the night. Costello gets it to Leonard. Leonard shots long off the back of the iron. Rebound Wallen.
Oop, travel.
4:44 to go in the third quarter. Saints lead is 15. Their largest of the night. Moore checks in for Northwood. I almost knocked my computer on the ground. I did not. It's Kim's computer, actually, so for those of you who know Kim, tell her I just about knocked her computer on the ground. She'd have forgave me, I'm sure, eventually.
You know, Joe, you probably would have been better off just to not mention any of that. Because
could have just kept that to myself.
There's 247 people out there.
247 viewers tonight.
Heard you say all
Appreciate
that, so.
Anderson, drive.
I thought it was going to go off the glass, but missed everything.
It missed everything, but Northwood can't come away with the rebound. And it'll be Saints ball. Hickens going to inbound it. Gets it to Falk. Falk drives right back in. Shot goes. 25-8. Saints lead it as Aspen Falk has 6 points, 4 of them here in the second half. She's heating up. Wide open is Moore. Couple dribbles, strong. Too many offensive rebounds if you're a Saints fan.
Yeah.
They have.
Luckily for the Saints, though, it's been a cold shooting night for the Vikings.
Yes, that's the second foul on Kaylee Hicken and the second on the Saints here in the third quarter.
Jay Suisow asking, is this a record for viewers? 256?
If you're out there watching in NFHS land and you like what you see, go to YouTube, look up a little Saints TV and check out some of our past videos and the future. We're going to do some track meets. We got all kinds of exciting stuff coming here on Saints TV.
Jace, I'd say we've probably, this is definitely on the higher end for in-game during a basketball game, I'd say. 260, flirting with 270. Views.
Timeout, Northwood-Kensett, 30-second timeout.
But, you know, usually after we post them, they get up to around 1,000 of VARSITY.
Right. Yep.
Ones do.
Yep. I think usually the stream will tell us how many simultaneous live viewers, what the peak was, and we get to in a lot of basketball games we get to 200 or so at once.
But definitely the Janesville volleyball game and then the football playoff games are the big. We had quite a few viewers on those broadcasts.
I immediately got reaction to the almost dropped computer via my phone. So I forgot she's at home listening. She's a little under the weather tonight. So Kim, get well. How about that? I'll use my my airtime to dig myself out of trouble.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
It is coming up. Any good ideas out there, let me know.
Yep.
Anderson sets it up for the Saints. They lead by 15 here. Kenzie Peterson has checked in for the Saints, as has Bork. Is Natalie Bork underneath? In position. Anderson drives around. Shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Costello and the Vikings. Saints have played great defense on Chloe Costello, averaging 20 points a night. She has 5, none in the second half. Jump ball is the call. Saints will get it.
Is the call.
3:06 to go in the third quarter. 25-10 Saints. Kinsey Anderson will inbound for the Saints. She gets it to Kenzie Peterson, who gets it back to Kinsey.
Kenzie.
They're spelled differently. Anderson. Saints again patiently waiting for the offense to develop here. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Falk kicks it back to Anderson.
Quick first step by Falk. Gets it over to Anderson. No good.
Her shot just outside the lane. Short rebound.
Didn't see quite the ball movement on that possession that we've seen the Saints capable of tonight.
Wallen's wide open
There
jumper
it
goes.
is. And it's been a long time since the Vikings have made a field goal, I would say.
Yes, I did not write down the last one, but it has been a spell. So they get that lid off of that end. Look to jumpstart their offense. The lead is 13. Kenzie gets it to Kinsey. Kinsey in the lane. She's fouled on the floor is the call. Second foul for the Vikings, the first for Madeline Hansen. Porsche back in. She's going to inbound it to Bork. Bork back to Porsche, who fights for it, wins that battle, misses the shot, rebound to Hicken, and she's fouled. Third foul on Northwood-Kensett of this quarter. They give that one to Alexandria Hansen-Bransoy.
I think that was another case of, wow, I'm so open. I didn't expect to be so open for Porsche there.
Yeah. You expect to get bodied up and get a hand in your face and you're all alone.
I think we saw Costello do that for the Vikings in the first quarter.
Kinsey Anderson baseline. Nice stop there defensively, so she kicks it back out. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Hicken gets it to Peterson. Anderson with it.
Inside pick and roll. Crazy can't corral it. Ends up on the floor. You got a jump ball, and it'll go to the Vikings, I believe.
It does.
As Falk checks back in.
Anderson going to get a breather. And Northwood-Kensett will inbound at this end. Contested inbound. Good defense by Jar. But Costello successfully gets it across half court and drives in and is fouled. Count it. She'll go to the line to make it 3. Costello with her first points of the third quarter. She's got 7 on the night. Make it 8.
Yep, and if you're the Saints, you do not want her to start getting hot.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's a 10-point game.
As good as the Saints have played, they haven't really cruised out to an insurmountable lead yet, as you just mentioned, Joe.
Yep. Ball's tipped, but it goes out of bounds off of Northwood-Kensett. So Saints do retain possession here. Under a minute to go in the third quarter.
25 on the shot clock. Stolen away. Hansen's got it. Gets it up to Costello.
She's
fouled again.
And she'll shoot 2.
Just like that, Northwood starting to claw their way back into this.
Aspen Falk has 3 fouls.
Yeah.
The other point there. Costello makes the first. Her 4th point in the third quarter, all in the last 15 seconds of gameplay. Makes them both. Anderson. Gonna set it up. Anderson drives, has it taken away. Hangesteg takes it away from Anderson, gets it to Costello. He's hounded by Anderson. Leonard with it on the right wing. 1 second differential between shot clock and game clock.
Oh, stolen away by Anderson.
Good job, Kinsey Anderson.
Passed a little bit too high there to corral it. Saints take advantage. Pass inside to Jar, and that's stolen away.
Wallen. 5 seconds on the clock. Into the lane she goes. Off the back of the iron. The clock stops officially with 1.3 on it. 25-17, Saints lead it here after a nice run by Northwood-Kensett to close the gap from 15. Just 8. And that'll do it in the third quarter. 25-17, the Saints lead it as we go into the fourth quarter. Here we go. What do we have happening here, Travis? If you haven't been to a Saints basketball game, you have missed this. The Saints TV T-shirt cannon.
The condiments.
Do we have a hot dog and some ketchup? Maybe a little mustard. Boom! High off the rafters into the student section.
Oh, that referee is like, getting out of the way.
Do not shoot that at me. Look at it.
Oh.
It's all about how those T-shirts are folded and how they come out of the this.
Whoa.
That one comes out in a hurry. Fun little toy we have here in Saint Ansgar. Looks like the kids are eating up the T-shirts tonight. No, we head to the fourth quarter. That was Saint Ansgar State Bank, I think I heard, was the official sponsor tonight of the Saints TV T-shirt cannon. Thank you, Saint Ansgar State Bank. Fouls reset at the quarter.
Shot of the T-shirt there.
The Saints will inbound. Leading by 8. Need a bucket here, Mr. Duke.
Well,
Can you help us make that happen?
No.
You call it. Good things that happen.
Okay. Porsche gets it.
You didn't last long. It did not last long, did it?
I said 3 words. The Vikings get a hand on it.
Off of a Viking at least. So
I'm not good luck, Joe. Aspen Falk sets up the offense, gets it over to Hicken. She's got on the right wing, dribbles to the corner, baseline, tries to find it. Yep.
Turnover.
Told you, Joe.
So, empty possession again for the Saints. Costello is going to set it up for Northwood-Kensett. Turnover.
Hey, there we go.
Saints needed the return favor there. They get it. 7:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Let's try this again. Saints need a bucket. Hicken brings it up.
It's very nice that the Saints have 3 capable ball handlers in Falk, Hicken, and Anderson bringing the ball up on. Oop, pass inside to Cruzy. Up and just about an and one, but
Instead, she'll shoot 2. Lindsay Cruzy going to the line, shooting 2. First foul of the quarter. Second foul of the game on Costello. First one's up and good.
that one was pure.
You can tell this young lady has worked on her free throw shooting throughout the season. Second one on the way. Off the iron, but
Rebound
what do we
Saints.
say on Saints TV? It's okay to miss the last free throw as long as you get the rebound. And now go put it in. Porsche, who's been quiet since she got off to a fast start, tries to get inside to Cruzy, off of fingers there, and turnover Saints. The Saints get a point that possession on the single free throw by Cruzy. She's got 3 points on the night, but has played tremendously defensively, has double-digit rebounds, I'm sure, by now. I haven't seen the updated stats, but I will get those for you. Costello's 3. Rebound goes to the Vikings, though. She misses the 3, but that rebound, offensive rebound stat, the Vikings are handily in command there. No good on the 3 by Porsche, but Cruzy gets the rebound, puts the shot up. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 one more time. Second foul of the all-important fourth quarter here. 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes for Northwood. That's the first on Leonard. Free throw for Cruzy, up and in. The lead is back to 10.
Yeah, it's crucial that the Saints are getting these offensive rebounds and getting fouls and getting to the free throw line. Like we talked about, Northwood had cut the lead to 10, and they're showing some momentum, a little bit of life here. So every possession counts. We've said that over and over again this season. And he gets down to the wire here. Got to take care of the basketball.
3.
As Hansen knocks down a triple.
Nice shot from Madeline Hansen. Her first bucket of the night. It's a big 3 to cut the lead to 7.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Cruzy.
Saints get into the high post.
She thought about it, but brings it back out, gets it to Anderson. Timeout before the action on the floor. Full timeout Saints there before what I believe was, we can just say it was probably going to be a foul, right? Let's hope. It was either that or a travel. We were about to find out when the ref on the backside says, no, sir, you called the timeout. So the guy under the hoop didn't have to make a decision on what he was going to award there. That was a good find right there.
Yeah, great
Good
offense.
Ball movement. So again, if you're new to Saints TV, one of the things we're most proud of about our broadcast, number one, every penny goes back to support the kids in the school system. None of us get paid to do this. We, work on volunteer time and hours and donations from Saints fans to help keep this whole thing going so that every penny that we earn from advertisers can go back to the students here at Saint Ansgar. The second thing we're proud of is our replays. This is one of the few high school production teams that has replays, and we love running those. So if you haven't seen those before, welcome to Saints TV. Check us out.
And we're down a man tonight with Eric, so we're not as on the ball as we normally are with replays and things.
Normally we have somebody who just does that.
But yeah, I'm trying to
run the camera, keep the graphics and the computer going, and do replays is Duke Scoop. So he's doing a fantastic job. Saints, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Anderson, her 3, off the right of the iron, rebound Leonard. Another empty possession for the Saints. No good. Hengsteg with a nice move.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the floater to go.
Yeah, everything looked good except for the result there.
The Saints have another opportunity here after a miss on the other end. Can they capitalize? Aspen Falk fouled underneath. The Saints, I believe, are exactly 50% from the free throw line tonight.
Hey, we got our thumbs down.
We got it.
Thank you.
We rely on that.
That is our, would you call it our good luck charm?
I would. That one misses everything. They give the foul to Wallen, her second. That is 3 for Northwood-Kensett in the quarter.
That's probably Eric giving us the thumbs down.
Bet it is.
Yeah, you guys aren't nothing without me, which is kind of true in a way. He's really is the genius behind Saints TV.
That's right. Aspen Falk makes 1 2. She's got 7 points on the night. Yeah, he's the driver behind all of this to make it happen and to get us to this point. No doubt about it. So, Eric, I know you're out there watching because you can't miss a night of Saints TV. So,
yeah.
Thanks for getting this thing going. Costello misses the 3.
Saints need to get
block.
Good block by Porsche.
Amelia Porsche.
Break away for Hicken. All alone, she's fouled. Shot doesn't go, but she will get a chance to make up for that at the free throw line.
4th foul, so every common foul on this end of the court creates 2 free throws for the Saints from this point forward. Got to make your free throws. I don't know if I've mentioned that on this broadcast, but you got to make your free throws. And Hicken does just that.
She heard you whisper, Joe.
She heard me.
Is that how that sequence got set up?
Hengsteg has 3 fouls for. That's who they gave that one to.
Good job by Anderson to
Keep her head up. See Hicken wide open in daylight.
Hicken misses the second. One more coming, though, on a lane violation. So she gets an extra opportunity to make both.
It's like that last one never even happened.
Yeah, that's right. Erased from all memory. Especially now that that one finds the bottom of the net.
2 for 2, right?
2
It's
for
like she
2.
never even missed. Back up to a 10-point lead for the Saints.
4:05 to go in this one. Been a good basketball game. Saints look to close it out in the final 4 minutes.
Oh, Hicken takes it away.
Great defense, Kaylee Hicken.
Strong defense there.
Anderson, Cruzy. Cruzy shot, got it.
Up and good.
12 points is the lead. Saints answer to exactly what we asked them to do here after that break. Wallen with a nice shot at the other end. She drives in, stops, pops.
Cuts the lead back to 10.
Morgan Wallen has 4, all in the second half. 3:36 to go.
Yeah, and the Vikings just hanging around.
Hanging around, no doubt.
There's this latest bucket from Cruzy.
I'll get some final stats at the end of the game, but at the end of the third quarter, Lindsay Cruzy, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and a block. Aspen Falk with 7 rebounds on the night. So those two have 15 rebounds between them at Amelia's 4, and that was at the end of the third quarter. So they've had more in the last 3.5 minutes. So we'll get you some final stats for the Saints when this one is over. Amelia Porsche has 8 points. Anderson has 8 points. Falk has 7. Cruzy has 6. And Kaylee Hicken has 3. So the Saints have spread that scoring around tonight amongst the starters. All points by the 5 starters for the Saints. 4 fouls. So again, on the next Northwood foul, the Saints will shoot 2, regardless of whether it's a shooting foul or not. Anderson gets it into Hicken.
Ooh,
Scramble for the
floor.
basketball. Jump ball, Northwood basketball on the jump. All right. Costello going to inbound. Back to Costello underneath. Leonard. Leonard's
Stolen
pass.
away.
Aspen Falk. Steal number 93.
93.
It feels like it. I think it's probably 4, but it feels like a lot.
It's closer to 93 than 0, we'll put it that way.
3 doesn't go for Porsche, but
what a
Hicken
rebound.
skies for the rebound.
Strong rebound inside.
She's fouled, which causes the ball to go off her foot. We didn't see the foul. We just saw it go out of bounds, which happens. That might be my interpretation of the play also. I think that's probably possible. They saw it differently. Leonard thought about the 3, instead drives in and misses the short runner. Cruzy rebound. Anderson with a basketball. Falk inside, got it. Beautiful pass, great shot. Aspen Falk has 9 points on the night to lead the Saints. Leonard's shot doesn't go. Rebound out of bounds, Saints basketball. So with 2:31 to go in this one, the Saints lead is 12. It's getting loud in here, Duke.
What?
Yeah.
Couldn't hear ya.
It's kind of funny how that intensity ratchets up, right? Season
yeah.
on the line, nobody wants to be done. Aspen Falk finds Cruzy inside. Shot up. Got it. 14-point lead. 2:10 to go in this one. Cruzy has 8 on the night.
Stolen away. Falk just rolls it up to Anderson, who kicks it ahead to Porsche.
And
That was
Porsche calls game, 16-point lead.
Well,
That's
still 2 minutes.
a lot of time left, but I am going out on a limb that these girls are going to hold on to this one. Run it out here.
Pass it over to Hicken. Up and misses
No
the
good.
mark, but
Rebound comes to Hansen. Wallen throws her shoulder into Cruzy, and Cruzy fouls her. She'll go to the line to shoot, too. Cruzy's second foul of the night. A timeout, Saints, full timeout. Minute 34 officially on the clock here. That's the first foul of the quarter on the Saints. They lead it by 16.
16.
16. We are creating a Saints soundtrack, available Christmas 2025. Look for that.
Yes.
Mostly Duke singing and a few, back B-side. We got a few B-sides out of the rest of us. So we'll be putting those out there. For the Vikings, they are led by Costello, who has 10 points on the night. Wallen has 4. Hansen with 3. Hengesteg with 2. Rangens with 2. And Leonard with a free throw. We talked about this senior-led, senior-heavy Northwood-Kensett Vikings team just because this announcer has decided this one's over. They have not, I can tell you, and they will fight this last minute 34. They get to attempt to put some points on the board with the clock stopped, which is exactly what you need to do when you trail by 16.
Yep.
With 94 seconds remaining. Wallen misses the first. One more on the way. Substitutions made there. Leonard comes out. Excuse me. Second one's on the way for Wallen. That one's strong off the back of the iron. Rebound, Hicken. Oh, and she's fouled by Wallen. Big collision there right in front of us.
Ooh, yeah.
Minute 28 on the clock. And the Saints will shoot. That is foul number 5. Third foul on Wallen. Hickens' first free throw, right through. Nice move here. Looks like the Northwood coaching staff is going to get their seniors off the court one at a time out of this one. Congratulations, ladies. I know it's not how you wanted it to end, but fantastic season for the Northwood-Kensett Vikings. These girls have played a lot of basketball together for a long time.
Yep.
So always good to see your hometown win one, but it's the finality of all of this playoff stuff in high school. You could see the emotion on those kids' faces. They gave it everything they had tonight. That's what high school sports are all about, right? Is that
Absolutely.
Playing with your buddies and making memories and learning a lot of bunch of cool life lessons like we talk about here on Saints TV. Northwood does it the right way and had a good season.
Yeah, it's a bummer we had to play them in the first round.
Yeah, I don't think either team wanted this matchup this early.
No.
I think both teams looked across the ledger and thought, nah, not them in the first round.
Yeah. Both schools, a lot of respect for each other.
We share a superintendent. We're 18 miles
too.
apart. There's just a lot of commonalities between these two schools. And like I said, they've always done it the right way there at Northwood. So a ton of respect from Saints TV to the Northwood fans and girls here tonight. Minute 3 to go in this one. The Saints are going to advance. We'll get a score update as soon as we can, but likely, if the seeds hold, we'll play at Newman Catholic on Monday evening at 7 o'clock. We will, like I said, in the post game here, we'll call the last 58 seconds of this one, and we'll get you an update there if we can. I'll also have some Saints stats, so if you want to hang around after the end here, we'll get those rolled out to you. Rebound, assists, and steal stats for you from Secret Source here in the gym. Anderson's runner doesn't go, but Jar gets the rebound, puts it up and in for her first points of the night, and the Saints lead is 20. Three on the way for Northwood. That goes. That's Cranbeer. Haley Cranbeer, I believe, with the three there. 4 seconds left. The Saints are going to win this one. They advance to round 2 of the regional, 42-25 over the Northwood-Kensett Vikings. Congratulations, Saints, and congratulations to the Northwood-Kensett Vikings on a fantastic year.
Absolutely. And the Saints will play on.
Always good to get that first one, that first postseason game, get those jitters out of the way. From here forward, it's another basketball game, right?
Yeah,
but that
absolutely.
first one's always a little tense. You played basketball. You remember those days. So,
Oh, yeah.
especially when it's, hey, we're the higher seed, we're supposed to win this thing. It just adds a little bit of pressure. And you'll reflect on what happened 9 days ago where Northwood-Kensett came in here in this building and beat these girls by 7 points. So a little redemption tonight for the Saints.
And you mentioned in the pregame, Joe, the way that the girls played in that final regular season game with Clarksville. It went off exactly like you wanted. They did everything they needed to that game to kind of get the ship steadied a little bit, and I think we saw a continuation of that tonight. I think they probably would have liked to score it a little more offensively, but their defense was fantastic. They controlled the game throughout, did everything they needed to do to win and move on, and that's, like you mentioned, Joe, it's survive and advance at this point of the season. So
They don't have to be pretty. They just have to be W's.
Yep. Just got to win by one.
Yep, exactly right. Point leaders for your Saints tonight. Aspen Falk had 9, Amelia Porsche with 8, Kinsey Anderson with 8, Lindsay Cruzy with 8. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Kaylee Hicken had 5. Amelia adds 4 rebounds, an assist, and 2 blocks. Kinsey Anderson with a rebound, 3 assists, and 5 steals for Kinsey Anderson. I think I called her for 99. She was a little under that. Kaylee Hicken, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Aspen Falk, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. And Lindsay Cruzy ends the night with 9 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and a block. And the Saints come away victorious here versus Northwood in round 1, 42-25. They will advance to the second round. We're still looking for, I do not have it. If anybody out there listening knows what that score is, North Butler and Newman can drop that in the chat for us. We're also feverishly searching our handheld computers here, looking for an answer.
Trying to give you an answer out there, folks. Where would you go to look?
So I'm on the Bound app.
Okay, is that usually pretty quick? I'm trying to find
there's sometimes they have
something.
schools that will, on say Twitter or X, is the other good place that I like to look. But if we go here, top of Iowa, yes, I do have it. Final.
All right,
Newman Catholic 55, North Butler 16. So Newman Catholic dispatches the North Butler Bearcats, and they advance to round 2 as well. So it will be at Newman Catholic on the 13th, which is Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. It'll be your Saints versus the Newman Catholic Knights in round number 2, Region 6.
All right. There you have it, folks. I believe we'll be there. There's no reason to expect we won't be.
We have to apply, I think, and officially get permission to stream these games. But I'm sure Candle Genius out there listening on the far East Coast will be making that happen, and we anticipate being able to stream. How about that? We'll say it that way. We anticipate.
You can expect us there, folks.
And watch the social media channels. We'll make those announcements as soon as we know for sure what that looks like. We will fill you in.
All right.
I'm going to get one more of these PSA reads in if I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Students involved in educational activities often have many healthier behaviors leading to better physical and mental health. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the National Federation of State High School Associations thanks you for your support of student athletes across the state.
All right. And, well, I want to mention as well, we do have another episode out of Behind the Saints.
An episode?
I was going to cue it up to play at like halftime or something of this game, but the episode ended up being a lot longer than I anticipated.
Gotcha.
And we didn't get time to fit it in here as we were fiddling without our candle genius here before pregame. So when you guys close out of this video and we turn it off on, you can head over to our channel and check out that new video, and we'll probably show some clips of it in the next game as well.
Right.
So
yeah, go check that out. It's on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, search Saints TV. You will find us.
Yeah, if you found this video, you'll be able to find that one. So
Candle Genius checks in, says putting in the application for the stream right now from stage right. So
stage right.
We want to stream from stage right again. Inside joke for those of you who didn't watch the stream at Newman last time. We were on the stage.
We were center stage.
We were it was about us. The basketball games are sort of secondary, but so hopefully we get that same spot. Candle Genius says he's putting in the application right now. We want to go from the stage. And as soon as we have an answer, like I said, we'll let you guys know.
Tune in to watch our broadcast production, and there will happen to also be a basketball game at the same time.
That's right.
So.
The boys play right back here on Saints TV on Monday night, so this will be back-to-back next week. The boys play Monday night at home. Be here if you can. If you can't, there's Saints TV for that. That's a 7 o'clock start, just like the girls' game on Tuesday night. Tuesday night will be at Newman Catholic.
Absolutely. And I think with that, we should probably sign off and
let's do it.
Go home, go to bed, get recharged, and do it again here next week. So
sounds good. Been a lot of fun. Thanks for your help tonight, Travis. The Saints win this one 42-25. Signing off from Saint Ansgar. We'll see you next week.
Where's the button? No, I don't have it. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right.
Let me just do it. I got to set you up again. Signing off from Saint Ansgar, where the Saints win it 42-25 over the Northwood-Kensett Vikings.
Auf Wiedersehen.